Before Copernicus, my proposals were just technical specs, pages of numbers that clients had to trust on faith alone. But everything changed when I started using ESA satellite data. Now, when I submit a proposal, whether it's for a site in Laguna or Mindanao, I attach maps generated from Jupyter Lab showing temperature anomalies, ground conditions, and environmental factors at the client's exact location. When clients see their own site from space, they believe me. We know what's happening before we even arrive. Then we measure on site with our instruments and it matches. This eye in the sky plus ground truth validation, it changed the business. But here's what I discovered. This isn't just about winning proposals. Across Southeast Asia, there's an invisible infrastructure crisis. Ground-based monitoring alone cannot diagnose the root causes of climate stress on critical infrastructure. Engineers face the same question every day: replace or repair? And without the right data, the default is always costly, carbon-intensive replacement. This diagnostic gap is costing the Philippines over 1.3 billion euros in unnecessary spending. That's embedded carbon, wasted resources, and missed climate action. Solution: confident, technical, but accessible. So, we built something bigger. By fusing ESA Copernicus Sentinel data with local ground sensors, we created GridShield, a platform that moves from measuring effects to understanding causes. Our correlation analysis reveals statistically significant relationships between environmental factors like lightning strikes, temperature anomalies, and power quality degradation at transmission hubs. This isn't monitoring, this is diagnostic intelligence for grid reliability, and the validation loop works at scale. Satellite data identifies the stress patterns, ground sensors confirm the degradation. Engineers make targeted interventions instead of replacing entire systems. We've turned this into a sustainable business model with multiple revenue streams: carbon credits from avoided emissions, grid protection services, and ESG compliance reporting. Our current pipeline: 262 hubs across Southeast Asia representing 29.4 million euros. We're proving the market for climate-resilient infrastructure. And our franchise model ensures local capacity building. Filipino engineers trained on EU space data, creating jobs while protecting infrastructure. The pilot results speak for themselves. We've already prevented 125,000 euros in unnecessary replacement costs and 15 tons of CO2 emissions by enabling targeted repairs. Our predictive analysis forecasts a decade of grid stability challenges ahead, and we're building the shield to meet them. From 10 pilot sites, we're seeing consistent validation. Satellite predictions match ground measurements within acceptable engineering tolerances. Call to action: urgent, visionary. So here's where we need support. We've proven the concept at 10 sites. Now we need to scale to 1,000 across the Philippines and ASEAN. That's the difference between a successful pilot and a regional climate solution. This is how we turn EU space data into climate action. This is how we protect critical infrastructure while avoiding carbon emissions. This is how we build ASEAN's climate resilience with European innovation. Nobody believed me before about space data. Now they see their sites from orbit and everything changes. Imagine that transformation at 1,000 sites. That's not just better proposals, that's a shield against climate disruption. The technology works, the business model works, the validation works. Now, let's scale.